Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Black Girl Makeup Therapy, and I figured today that I would be trying the I'm Cold winter makeup look. So I'm gonna be using my Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette to do this. Really love the tones in here, and I wish Huda would stop playing with us and give us another big palette, but this is supposedly the last one, so I'm very sad. I do love her eyeshadow formula. As you can see, I already have my brows and my eye primer and everything, so I've already set that, and I'm gonna probably apply some eye gel, not eye gel, apply some brow gel, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette for this look. Just so you guys know what I'm going to do is probably I'm going to take the shade High Life into the crease and maybe darken it up, maybe Posed, and then I'll probably go on the lid with Ice Out, which is this beautiful pinky white shade there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do one eye off camera, then I'll come back and do the other eye with you guys. Alright, as you can see, I have done my left eye, so I'm gonna do my right eye on camera with you guys. I don't like overly complicated eyeshadow looks. When I first got into makeup, like all those very colorful glitter cut crease and all that was popular, and I could literally never get the blend right to do like the green, the blue, all on one, all on the lid space, So I realized that my eyeshadow game was very simple, and that's pretty much all I needed. But I've always wanted, I said that one day I'll go to a makeup artist and let them do one of those really bold, colorful looks on me just to see what it turns out like. But all I did was take the shade, can't see without my glasses, y'all, High Life. This is a random brush from Shein, and I just tucked that in, put the shade all in the crease. Pretty much just went back and forth until I was satisfied with the blend. Then I switched brushes and I went in with the shade Posed, and I just used it to darken it up on the outer part here. This is a brush. I got this brush shelf. It was a part of the e.l.f. Chipotle collab. So that's where this brush came from. But I just took that and I just darkened it up out here. Eventually, I do want to start learning how to do makeup on other people. The only person I really practice makeup on right now is my sister. And I want to practice on my best friend, but I don't live in my hometown anymore, so I don't get to see her like that. But I can't wait to take a trip so I can see her. pretty much all I did there. Then I'm going to take some of this NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to pat that over my eyes, so this pat that over that empty lid space, so the shimmer will have something to stick to. And then I just went in with my finger and used that shade Ice Hour. I don't know why I always make those ugly ass faces. I just kind of build it up until I get the pigmentation that I want. I think that's pretty good. And then that's all I'm gonna do with this palette. Like I said, I love Huda's palettes. I think the tones in this is very pretty. You know, some people might look at it and be like, you know, a person as dark as I am probably can't use some of it, but there is a way to get used out of everything. Trust me, I will make sure there is no shade left behind, because that's a pretty expensive palette. But I'm gonna take my eye tapes. These are from Shop Miss A. And I love these. And I'm going to place it where I want this wing. Hopefully I'll get it pretty even. And then I use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner to do my eyeliner. I used to have so much trouble with doing eyeliner. This helped me. I can get it pretty even now without the eye tapes, but I just like the eye tapes because it helps me get it kind of crisp, you know. So I'm going to be using this to do my eyeliner. Also, I learned that when I first started makeup, I learned that it's pretty much all about experimentation. Like, I tried different type of pencil eyeliners and stuff like that, but then I realized that, you know, maybe I need to try something else. So I started using the ones with more like a brush tip, or a brush tip, or maybe like a little thin, like kind of like the applicator of this, if you can, y'all might be able to see that. And this liner works way better for me, so yay. I forgot to tell you guys what I used to prime my eyes, but give me a minute, I'll do that. And I kind of stopped there because I also use it's like an eyeliner lash glue. I get that from Shop Miss A. Every time I order one. So at least 3. I order at least 3, just so I can keep them in rotation, keep it on hand. But I've been using this eyeliner, and then I use the LA Colors liquid eyeliner. These are the two eyeliners that I use. I actually need to get a couple backups for these, but I did my eyeliner, and so actually what I used to prime my eyes, so I went with the Shop Miss A concealer in linen. It's the pot concealer, and then I went in with the Profusion pigment base too, and I blended it out on my eye, and then I set it with the Shop Miss A Insta powder, but I don't, not the loose powder, I just use the one at the top. So that's how I prep my eyes. I was gonna pull this off on camera with you. Let's see, did I get it nice and I'm satisfied with that. I'm left-handed, so it's kind of hard for me to do a lot of stuff, and then like also I do my makeup with both my hands. I don't know, I think that most people I see when they do their makeup, they just use like one hand, but I have to use two for some reason, so I don't know. But that's the eye look, and we're about to move into the skin. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna be going in, I'm a double primer, so I always go in with 2 primers. I don't know when I started that in my makeup routine, but that's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna go in with the Good by Pore by Catrice, and then I'm gonna use the Good Grip by Shop Miss A to just prime my skin. I usually just put the Good Grip in my T-zone, and then I use the Catrice all over the face, and I also kind of pat it underneath my eyes to kind of diminish whatever fine lines are under here. Oh wow, I always make that damn face. I guess I'm going for the cold look today, so this look is very blush heavy to me, so and I always do blush across my nose, but I'm gonna probably have a little bit of blush blindness today just to kind of tie in the look. I wish I had some earmuffs too, but I don't have any of those. So I'm gonna take the grip and I'm just gonna go mainly in. I feel like this product, I feel like if you wear glasses, this product helps keep the makeup on my nose. I feel anyway. I really feel like it helps keep the makeup on my nose. If you are a glasses girly, you know that you'll end up with indents. I'm pressing in there. But if you're a glasses girly, you know that you end up with those indents on the side of your nose where your glasses are. I'm just gonna let that dry. Once that dries, I'll come right back and we'll get into the foundation. Alright, so for foundation, I'll be going in with the NYX Bear With Me Blur. Love this. I use the shade Deep Bronze. I guess it's a shade 20. And I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna be going in with the NYX Professional Makeup Brush. I love this brush. When I first started washing makeup, I used to wash Jackie Aina a lot, and she recommended this brush. It took me a long time to get it, but I finally did, and I actually love it. And I used to only do my foundation with a sponge, but I found that I use the brush just so I can keep the coverage of the foundation, and then I go and I kind of just smooth it out with a beauty blender. I need to get another one of these because I feel like every time you start to love something, they go and discontinue it. And I really love this foundation. I think I actually found my color in it. They had another one that I also loved. It was I think it was a Radiant foundation in like a black bottle. But I feel like every single time you start to love something, they go and they discontinue it. So I really need to get a backup of this. I also feel like it's a nice color for me. Now, for most people, this is full coverage, but I don't find that it gives me full coverage in one layer, I'll say. So I don't put 2 layers on, but what I do is I do go in and just put more coverage where I think I need it. Now it's giving me more of a full coverage, and I also do not take foundation down my neck. I think it feels creepy. To put it down your neck, but what I do is I use bronzer. I'll take and bring the bronzer down my neck. I need to clean this brush or something. I feel like the bristles are sticking together in the middle. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with so this is the Lancome. This one's 511. I'm almost out of this one, and then I picked up the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating, and I think this one's in Deep Neutral, but I found that this doesn't give me much brightness. I use this concealer for like when I do 10-minute no foundation, 15-minute no foundation makeup. I use this concealer. As you can see, it's not very bright, but it looks good when I wear it by myself. I actually need to get a backup of this too, because I feel like either this is dried out or it's done. Like, you can kind of see it on camera. It doesn't give much of a brightening effect. So that's why I use Deep Neutral. Now I have a golden neutral undertone, so I can either be golden or I can be neutral. I can kind of be both. So sometimes foundations might be a little too golden, they might run a little too yellow for me, they might be a little too neutral, might look a little orange on me. So I haven't tried like those, pigments yet. Every time I think like, you know, I'm gonna try one of those pigments, I kind of just be like, no. I'll try to finesse the shade another way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend out the center of my face, and then I'm gonna put cream bronzer, cream blush on, and then I'll come back and I'll blend out my under eye with you guys. So as you can see, I have applied my cream bronzer and my cream blush. I use the She Glam cream bronzer. This is in the shade Hickory. And then I use the Profusion cream. Profusion Cosmetic Blush, Soft Matte Blush in, is it called, no. Paloma, guess that's how you say that. Yeah. So this concealer has had enough time to dry down underneath my eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and I also like to spritz my face down in between layers of makeup, and I always use the Make It Last, my money. Make It Last. Alright, so I got my concealer all blended out. So now I'm gonna, like I said, I like to spritz my face in between layers, so I'm gonna actually spritz my face with this Milani Make It Last now. Now I let that dry, and I'm getting ready to go in with my powders. So under my eye, I'm gonna be using the She Glam, the Insta Ready powder. I'll use the Insta Ready powder. I'm going to use the loose powder under my eye. Then I usually use this for the rest of my face, and then I'm actually today gonna go in with the this is the Sephora finishing powder, the Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and this is the same Deep Golden. I used it the other day, and I absolutely loved how my makeup looks. So I'm gonna go in with all three of those powders. I know some people might feel like, girl, that's a little unnecessary. Only thing I hate about this She Glam powder, I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest with you, it's the packaging. Who designed this? Who designed this packaging? Like, I understand, like, it's a set, so they had to come together. But I don't understand why they just couldn't just offer them in like separate containers. Like, even like with this translucent shade, I wish what they would have done was made it able where it came in two different packaging. You could kind of mix and match which powder you wanted, because some people might want the translucent powder, but a translucent under eye powder, but they might want the deep powder to set their face. You see what I'm saying? So I wish they would have made it where they could come separately, but so I'm gonna use that powder under my eye. That's good. And then I'm going to use this Flower Beauty powder mostly everywhere else. Then I'm gonna go on top of that with that Sephora powder. I go under my cream bronzer and clean brush, just because I know I'm gonna set those areas with powdered bronzer, powdered blush. I don't understand why I make these faces when I do my makeup or whatever. Finish with that one. Damn it. Sorry, dropped my beauty blender, but now I'm gonna take this Sephora Micro Smooth powder and go in those same areas. I'm gonna actually use the butt of this beauty blender and just kind of go on top of where I used I didn't even tell y'all what flower powder that was. This is the Flower Setting Powder by Beauty Bakery. Alright, so I've used those three powders. Now I'm about to set the cream bronzer. I'm gonna use my bronzer from Pat McGrath Labs. This is in the shade Mahogany. And I absolutely love this. The bronzer I was using before this one the LYS bronzer is a great bronzer. I used it completely up, and now I'm sad because I didn't know. But I'm gonna go in with this. This is my other favorite. I have other bronzers that I really gotta get to. I really gotta start going through rotation. That's why I'm really trying not to be a wasteful spender this year. So that's what this year I'm trying to just dig into my makeup and see what I have. And you know, if I want to buy something, buy it. But this year really trying not to be wasteful in any way. Also, yo, I filmed the whole damn video without even turning on the fucking rain. Like, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna use my favorite brush for bronzer. This is a bronzer brush, and this is by Audemars Cosmetics. I'll just tap into that. One thing I like to do is kind of just look at my makeup at all angles. I'm trying not to go too bronzer heavy, but bronzer is my favorite. Bronzer and blush, my favorite makeup steps. So I usually don't do my cream bronzer here. I'm just gonna go in with powdered bronzer there. And like I said, I bring my bronzer around just because I have learned that it flatters my face more than just going straight. And so then I'm gonna use, what brush do I want? I'm gonna use one of these Shop Miss A brush. This is just a Brendan brush. This is an E30 103, no 130. This is from Shop Miss A, and I'm gonna do a little nose contour, just a little. Now, I don't like to thin my nose up too much. I don't know if thin is the right word, but I think that's good. That's good. And then as far as blush, I'm going to take this is my girl, Juvia's Place blush book. This is volume 5. And honestly, I'm just gonna take and mix these two shades. But this is the start of the show because it's gonna go all over my nose. It's gonna give that I'm cold appearance. So like I said, I'm just gonna mix the two. You kind of need to bring it here to get that effect that you want. There, I'll say. Now I'm just gonna give that cold appearance here. It's looking a little crazy right now. So I'm gonna spritz my face again with the Milani Make It Last, because like I said, I like to melt all these powders in. I'm gonna do the finishing touches, then I'll come back for the lip combo. Alright, so I put the finishing touches on it. I just went in my waterline. This is the Ruby Kisses 24-hour eyeliner. It's waterproof. I put that in my waterline, and then I just took the white shade that's in here. It's called Avalanche in the Icy Nude palette. I just took that shade and went into my inner corner. For the lip combo, I am going to be using the Juvia's Place lip liner, and this is the shade Espresso. I kind of always take and blend it out. With my finger a little bit. Then I'm gonna take the Ruby Kisses Butter Bloom lip gloss, and this is the shade Like a Virgin. I actually like these glosses better than the NYX butter glosses, because I feel like it's a thicker formula, and it's not, I feel like the ones from NYX get kind of gloopy, but those don't. And I actually like the shade names. So this is actually the completed look. I just retwisted my own hair last night. It's not the prettiest, but it'll do. So I can go to somebody. Then I'm gonna learn how to just do the retwist myself, honestly, just so I can always have my hair done and then just go to somebody. Like if I want to get like a cute little crochet braid thing. So that is it. And also I set my face with the 2 cent sprays that I've been using. Like I said, I go and I spritz my face with the Milani Make It Last, and then I use this, the Revolution Makeup Super Fix spray. And this is the completed look. Do I look cold to you guys? I think I do. I think this look came out beautiful. Well, like I said, this is Lisa. I'm from Black Girl Makeup Therapy, and this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.